currently accusing him of stealing. He's showing them like, bitch, I ain't got nothing on me. I'm grabbing my book bag and I'm leaving. The son comes from behind the counter. The dad comes from the back of the store. They run out of the store. The wife runs out of the store. They leave the whole store unattended. You so worried about somebody stealing from your shit, but you leave, everybody left the fucking store unattended to chase this boy down.
I wake up to the sound of the same old clock. Tick tock, it never stops.
Man, I really ain't even got no monologue for the beginning of this video, man. I'm like at a loss for words. I tried to film this shit yesterday. I tried to film this shit last night, and I got like 3 minutes in, and I was tweaking, bro. I had already said a bunch of shit that would have got my video, probably my whole channel taken down. But now I done simmered down enough to not get my whole fucking platform nuked. But I don't know what to say about this Cyrus Belton case. First thing, man, rest in peace to Cyrus Carmack Belton, man. This is a 14-year-old killed over a $1 fucking bottle of water that he didn't even steal. I don't know where to begin with this, bro. I guess we just start breaking this down piece by piece. So first we're gonna look at the in-store footage. Then after that, we're gonna watch a video that walks the entire 130-yard distance that they chased this boy to hunt him down and execute him. After that, we'll look at a little bit of the defense. And then we'll listen to this man's son stutter and stammer on the fucking stand as he sat up there and try to pull lies out of his ass. And then lastly, before I give my closing thoughts, we're going to look at a few other separate cases that just show the flaws in our justice system. Not even just specifically in cases like this, but in all type of cases, just in cases where morality is on the line, our justice system tends to sway on the more fucked up side of things. So, yeah, like I say, we're going to go ahead and dive in, starting off with the actual in-store footage of what happened. So this is just this completely raw footage, and the footage starts off. So the first thing, as soon as he walked in the store, they asked him to sit his bag down at the front of the store. So that's the first thing you're going to see. So that's where we start off. So let's take off. Okay, so you see he just sat his bag down, walking around the store. All right. Back there looking at the drinks. Up to this point, he still ain't grabbed nothing yet. He ain't even grabbed his waters yet. All right, now he's grabbing the waters. You're going to see he's going to grab 4 water bottles. 1. Now, you can't really see from this angle, but it's going to show another angle. Matter of fact, I think it's on this video. They're going to show another angle where you can see a little bit more clear that he grabs 4 water bottles. All right, here we go. He's going in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 water bottles. He hold them for about 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. He puts all 4 water bottles back. For whatever reason, he changed his mind. He grabbed the water bottles, held them for about 5 seconds, and he put all 4 of them back. Okay, let's continue. All right, this is after he done put the water bottles back already. The lady's following him around the stove still. Let's pick up the next angle. All right, so it's at this point that he decides he gonna leave. Change his mind. He ain't picked nothing up. Everything that he once had in his hand, he put it back. They're currently accusing him of stealing. He's showing them like, bitch, I ain't got nothing on me. I'm grabbing my book bag and I'm leaving. The son comes from behind the counter. The dad comes from the back of the store. They run out of the store. The wife runs out of the store. They leave the whole store unattended. You so worried about somebody stealing from your shit, but you leave, everybody left the fucking store unattended to chase this boy down. Okay, he walks out. Look at the looks on their faces. Are you telling me, look at this right here. Do this right here look like the face of somebody that's scared? This man was sitting in the courtroom, had the nerve to say he was terrified. Do this look like the face of a man that's terrified, walking with all this pride and moxie, ready to chase this little 14-year-old child down? Okay, let's see. Him and the dad, okay, they got big nuts. He damn near pushed the customer to run past him to chase this little boy down. My nigga standing at the front ready to cash his little lottery ticket or whatever. He like, where the fuck y'all going? Okay, now let's pick up on the outside footage. Okay, Cyrus walks out of the store. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3.5 seconds later, everybody come beelining out the store, right? And right now they're chasing him. They proceeded to chase this man. Let's pick up on the last angle that they capture at the gas station. This is the last angle that they capture. Cyrus sees them following him, sees 2 grown men following him, and he takes off running, as any child with common sense would. Look at this. This is 2 grown-ass men. And if you peep, right here, when he runs past, when Rick Child runs past, you can see right here, very right there, you can see his gun on his hip. So they are running to chase this boy down, to execute this boy over a $1 fucking bottle of water. At least that's the guys that they paint over top of it. In all actuality, I think these niggas genuinely just saw a free opportunity to kill a black kid, and they just fucking got away with it, dog. So to actually put into perspective how long this chase was, right? I want y'all to look at this video that the prosecutor presented. So check this out. Imagine you work at a gas station, bro. Are you chasing somebody this fucking far over a $1 bottle of water, bro? Come on, man. What are we doing? And we got to keep in mind, they was going at top speed. Look, I played football, right? In order for you, if you, for anybody else out there that ever played any type of sport on a field, in order for you to chase somebody 130 fucking yards, you have to really want to get that person, right? That doesn't communicate fear. That communicates a very, very aggressive intention. And it's not even over. We're not even done. There's more. Watch. Wow, bro. Fucking wow. Ran down this far, left your store unattended just to shoot him in the back. Come on, yo. Come on, bro. This is I feel like I'm not gonna stop saying this. This is a 14-year-old child we talking about, yo. This is not a grown man. This is 2 grown-ass men that hunted down a child, yo. Now, they presented that video I just showed y'all. They presented this video in court. Look at what the prosecutor, because I ain't gonna lie, shout out to this state prosecutor. I don't know his name. I gotta find out what it is, bro. But shout out to this dude, because I ain't gonna lie. He was really putting the pedal to the metal. And even though, now a lot of people was debating it like the prosecution and the defense should have pushed for like lesser charges, like manslaughter and shit like that. Fuck that. What are you talking about? Are you stupid? Why would like they saying, oh, trying to convict on murder one, it's too hard because you got too much to. Nigga, what more evidence do we need? I don't know, man. And then everybody's like, oh well, what was a 14-year-old kid doing with a gun on him? I didn't hear nobody asking that fucking question when Kyle Rittenhouse went to a protest and shot fucking how many people? Like, I didn't hear nobody bitching. So don't like miss me with the bullshit of, oh, why did he have a gun? Because you know the same people saying that is the same people that was bitching and crying about the whole Second Amendment. We got the right to bear arms and all this other bullshit. The same people that try to fight against gun control whenever we have a school shooting, that bitch and cry and all this type of shit, when we try to do something about the violence that's actually taking place in this country, those same people are trying to look at this situation and say that because this 14-year-old who grew up in a dangerous environment, who grew up in a situation where he needed a weapon or needed a medium to protect himself, you gonna look at him and say because he was carrying that weapon, he deserved to get shot in the back over a fucking bottle of water. You dirty, nasty bitch. I hope you burn in hell.
It's a long distance. It's too damn long. It's 130 yards too long. 114 pounds, 1 second, $1, 21 grams. Cyrus was shot in his back as he ran away from Rick Chow and Andy Chow. He entered his lower back, just to the right of his backbone. He traveled upwards, you see. It went through his lung, you see. It entered the right ventricle of his heart. Came to rest there.
Man, bro, fuck these guys, bro. Fuck the whole Child family, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If y'all don't burn that goddamn gas station down, oh man. But man, he didn't have any cash on him. He didn't have any money on him. So how was he gonna buy it? Hey, jackass, does the absence of cash inhibit you from making a transaction? Like, since when was cash all of a sudden the only way that you can pay for some shit? How often do you leave your house making sure that you got cash in your pocket? Do people hear how stupid they sound before they say shit like this? All right, so now I actually want to look at the cross-examination, or I think that's what you call it, examination, cross-examination, whatever the fuck. They questioned the boy's son, Rick Chow. They questioned his son, the dude who was originally behind the counter, who came from behind the counter, that was the first one out the door to chase him, right? Check this out, because this other I don't know if he's another prosecutor, but this other member of the defense team, man, he was grilling this nigga. So let's check this out right here.
Andy, how did you feel when there was a gun pointed at you?
Like terrifying.
What did you think was going to happen?
I thought he was going to shoot me.
Who?
Stop the cap.
At no point in that video did he ever pull that gun out, point the gun at you. Never did he have the opportunity to. He didn't point the gun. He didn't pull the gun out at all in the store. He never pointed the gun at anybody when y'all went outside the store. He grabbed his bag. He walked straight out the door. He cut a right. He cut another right. And then as soon as he seen two grown-ass men behind him, he hit the feet. So at what point did this fucking, oh, he pulled the gun on me? I don't know where that came into play, my nigga, because cameras don't lie. And trust me, I done studied the film. What is this nigga talking about?
Young man.
Did you think you were going to die?
Yes.
Why?
Because I saw the barrel just pointing straight at me.
Just blatantly fucking lying on the goddamn stand, bruh. Ooh, wee boy, if Bruce Lee was alive, he'll whoop your motherfucking ass.
And you actually described the barrel, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
How did you describe the barrel of the weapon that was pointed at you on that day?
I said it was a silver barrel and the rest of it was black.
Why in the world did you think he shoplifted anything?
Because of what happened in the store.
But tell the jury again, because, I mean, that's the whole question. Why did you think he had done something wrong?
So I see that the water cooler, and I believe he pocketed something. He had his back to me, so I couldn't see. And so when he was walking to the front, and I asked him if he had anything in his pocket, he kept his hands in his pocket, and I saw his fingers kind of pushing against the hoodie pocket to try to hide what was in there. And then when he goes out the door with his hands not in the pocket, I see.
These are all blank, baseless assumptions. Since when do you, as a fucking store owner or whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, since when does that grant you the right to chase down a patron after they have already left your establishment, left your property? On what grounds are you justified to fucking shoot them in the back, my nigga? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm really having to bite my tongue from saying some shit that could get me clipped.
See something heavy just way down, and so in my mind, I believed he had stolen something.
And this was from the vantage point where you were looking at.
Yes, sir.
And this is what. Tell me what you thought. What you were looking at here. What did you think you were looking at?
At this point, I didn't think much. I just saw he was putting down his backpack.
But you see something bulge in his front, correct?
Yes, sir.
Didn't know what it
So whatever was bulging in his pocket, which I'm assuming was the firearm that he had on him, he had it. The bulge was there when he walked in the store. So this whole I saw something in his pocket out there. How many people come in your store and turn your back, have their back turned to you? Do you question every fucking body that got their back turned to you? Or was it just this 14-year-old kid that y'all just felt like antagonizing on this day after he had already complied with y'all orders of leaving his bag at the front of the store? He grabbed 4 water bottles. Y'all got y'all mama or grandma, whatever the fuck. Y'all got the store hoe fucking on my nigga back, watching him like a hawk. He say, you know what? For whatever reason, change his mind, put his water bottles back. And man, you know what? I can't keep repeating myself, man. This shit is breaking my heart to like face this reality. But y'all know, man, like no matter how you illustrate this, no matter how you paint the picture, anybody that is like erecting themselves as a source of justification or erecting themselves as like a hero trying to play Captain Save-A-Ho for these fucking people, bro, you just evil, man. You just pure evil, inexcusable. You are a very I don't even know the word, man. I done ran out of vocab. I gotta come up with that's how evil you niggas is. I gotta expand my vocab to even fucking categorize you bitch ass nigga.
was.
No, sir.
Now, while he's in the store, are you telling your dad, hey, something's fishy up here, something's weird up here, anything like that?
No, sir.
Having any conversations with him?
No, sir.
Any discussions with him?
No, sir.
With anybody other than your mother?
I didn't say anything.
Anything at all?
No, sir.
So the decision...
So that means all three so the mom was looking at him. The son just decided to chase him down as soon as he walked out of the store. And that the father was at the back of the store. So that means he either saw him and had that intent from the jump, or he just jumped in on the BS and was ready to run this motherfucker down. Because if you, like I say, we look at the video, we see when the son come from behind the counter, the dad just don't ask no questions. He just follow suit and take off.
You were making that day, whose decisions were they?
Just mine.
And Andy, you realize, I mean, they're asking the question. You didn't have to go outside that store, did you?
I don't know. I didn't.
Fuck you mean you don't know?
I mean, were you thinking about that at that point in time?
No, sir.
Were you trying to hurt this kid? Did you know him?
No, sir.
Were you chasing him to hurt him?
No, sir.
What in the world were you going to do if you actually caught up to him?
I didn't plan to catch up to him.
Dog, no bullshit. I have actually heard better excuses out of 4-year-olds with chocolate all over their fucking face. What the fuck is that? I didn't plan to catch up to him while you're actively chasing him 130 yards. Bro, do you realize how much effort that takes stamina to sprint 130 yards and maintain stride? Dog, that's not no easy thing to do. And him and his pops did that. So it's like, what the fuck what is this? I didn't plan to catch up to him. And this sorry ass defense or this sorry ass like buildup of excuses was enough to get these niggas off, bro. What does that say about the justice system and the outlook on, or what does that say about the way America views black life? What does that say about the value America puts on black life? We just lost a 14-year-old child. I will not say, I can't stress enough, just got shot in his back. Shot in his back over a bottle of water. And they getting acquitted. What? Like, they are setting the standard that it's okay to do this shit. If you decide to run out of your store and chase down a 14-year-old kid that is not guilty of a crime and you decide to shoot him in the back and kill him, you don't got to worry about serving no prison time. That is what the fuck, that's the standard that this shit is setting. It's like a replay of the whole Latasha Harlins thing, man. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but like y'all already know what happened with that in the 90s. A fucking Asian lady shot her in the back of the head over some orange juice that she had the fucking cash for. She had the money on her for the orange juice. We got to stop shopping in these people's stores, man. Fuck the beauty supply stores. Fuck the Chinese takeouts. Man, fuck shopping with anybody that ain't black right now, man. I ain't gonna lie. I know we as the black people, we the ones that try to always be a cohesive, everybody, let's unite, this, that, and the third. But I ain't gonna lie, right now, bro, we need to stand in solidarity. Fuck everything that ain't black. We don't need to be putting no dollars in nothing that ain't black. We don't need to be supporting nothing that ain't black. We don't need to be showing up to no events that ain't black. We don't need to be in no spaces that is not welcoming our black culture, that is not welcoming our blackness. You know what I'm saying? It gotta stop, man. It gotta stop. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. We can't let this we can't let this slide. We cannot let this slide, bro.
What do you mean you didn't plan to catch up with him? We've seen the videos. You're going out there. What do you mean you didn't plan to catch up with him? Did you have a plan?
I just wanted to see where he was going to tell the police later.
Is this nigga serious?
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut up.
So my final thoughts, man. This is just a reminder that in America, black existence is not valued. You know what I'm saying? If you are a black person, you are less than human being in the eye of the United States government. Even if you're a child, you don't deserve protection. You don't deserve life. This case didn't teach me nothing about America that I didn't already know. Because, when you look at our justice system and the history of it, it really serves as more of an injustice system than a justice system. And it's puzzled me for the longest time how we as a society have still continued to lean our trust on this so-called justice system. So let's look back at a few examples of some things that happened in different states to just recognize the pattern of judicial systems here in America. Casey Anthony, 2008, the disappearance and death of a 2-year-old Kaylee Anthony led to her mother Casey's highly publicized trial and acquittal, a verdict that remains intensely polarizing. Listen to this case, y'all. In early June 2008, Cassie left the family home with Kaylee, telling her parents that she was staying with her friends, including a new boyfriend, Tony Lazzaro. Let me zoom this in a little bit for y'all. Lazzaro and his roommates would later testify that while Cassie had frequently brought Kaylee to their apartment when the two began dating, by June, Kaylee had ceased visiting the home. Casey would tell Lazzaro that her daughter was with babysitters or her parents. During this period, Casey was frequently attending parties and even obtained a tattoo, yada, 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 whatever. That's some bullshit, don't matter. On July 15th, Cindy received a call from a local company that had towed a family car, usually driven by Casey, after it had been abandoned at a parking lot. When Cindy and George retrieved the car, they noticed a strong odor, which George assumed to be the smell of decomposing flesh. She asked Casey to come to the Anthony home and confronted her about the car and Kaylee's whereabouts. She then called 911 to report her granddaughter missing. Cindy informed the police that she hadn't seen Kaylee in over a month. Okay, now, right here, check this out. When police interviewed Casey that night, she claimed the babysitter named Zenaida Fernandez Gonzalez had kidnapped Kaylee on June 9th. So if somebody kidnapped your daughter on June 9th, what the fuck are you doing well into July and you ain't made no police report? Okay. The disappearance of the nearly 3-year-old shocked the nation and law enforcement and volunteers. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Now let's go a little bit deeper. In the trunk of Casey's car, a forensic team found traces of chloroform, human decomposition, and a single strand of hair consistent with Kaylee's DNA. Computer experts uncovered disturbing internet searches on the family computer, including terms like foolproof suffocation and how to make chloroform. Some of these searches were later attributed to other family members, but it increased suspicions that Casey had plotted ways to potentially kill her daughter. Now, this is after she's already been arrested one time. She's been arrested and released. Why, I don't fucking know. In December, a utility worker on duty less than half a mile from the Anthony home discovered a bag containing skeletal remains identified as Kaylee's through DNA testing. Now, see, these right here are the massive perks of white privilege. You get to tell blatant bullshit lies in court under oath, and you get to get away with the shit. You don't get held accountable at all. Check this shit out. In his opening statements, Casey's defense attorney, Jose Baez, dropped 2 bombshells. He claimed that Kaylee's death was not murder. How the fuck are you going against what the coroner determined? So you just ignoring the fucking forensic science, the forensic proof that we got. Okay. It says it was rather a tragic accident and that the young girl had fallen into the family pool and drowned. So if she fell into the family pool and drowned, why the fuck did it take a month for anybody to report her? And then if she drowned in the family pool, why would her mom tell her fucking boyfriend or the police report, whoever the fuck, why would her initial story be that a babysitter kidnapped her? He also alleged that Casey's father helped her dispose of Kaylee's body to hide the accident. Now, I don't know if they was just trying to deflect blame right there or if that's actually a sick nigga too. Man, that's so sad this poor girl got stuck with these shitty ass people like as her parents. That shit is sad. Baez claimed that Casey's erratic behavior and continual lies were the result of unresolved guilt over childhood sexual abuse by her father.
Stop the cap.
Bro, my dad touched me, so that's why I killed this baby and lied about it. Bro, get the fuck out of here, yo. And then all the bullshit came to a head when on July 5th, 2011, the jury acquitted Casey of first-degree murder, aggravated child abuse, and aggravated manslaughter charges. She was convicted only on 4 counts of lying to the police and was released days later for time served. But that's not all. We're going to look at a few more. Check this out. All right, Zoe Reardon, all right? She wasn't texting, she wasn't drunk, she wasn't speeding, but 18-year-old Zoe Reardon still killed 3 people with her Jeep in Atlanta 2 years ago. Now, this article was written in 2017. This article was written in 2019, so we're talking about an incident that took place in 2017. All right, it says Reardon faced 9 charges, including vehicular manslaughter, but was sentenced to just 36 months probation, no jail time, and a year's license suspension. She will be allowed to continue attending college in Texas. 3 bodies and 0 fucking accountability. 0 punishment, 0 consequences. Man, what it's like to fucking have white privilege, dog. You niggas got it made, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you white in America and you at the bottom of the barrel, like, bro, you are the saddest excuse for existence, dog. This woman, Betty Shelby, she was an officer who shot and killed Terrence Crutcher, an unarmed black man, 2 years ago, and is now teaching police training classes on surviving the aftermath of officer-involved shootings. September 16, 2026 says video footage showed Crutcher's hands up as he turned his back to Shelby while standing near his vehicle on a street where his vehicle had become disabled. She shot him anyway. A jury acquitted Shelby of first-degree manslaughter in 2017, and she did not face any civil rights charges. She eventually began teaching a class on surviving the aftermath of. You know what? What just occurred to me? Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious, but I don't think I've ever really directly thought about it. Why do we not have more vitriol for these jurors, bro? Like, why are jurors not getting snatched up out of the courtroom immediately? Like, how are jurors safely getting out of the courtroom after rulings like this? That shit is just mind-boggling to me. Now, this is a case that particularly pissed me off. This fuck nigga right here, this goddamn paint chip eating jarhead, his weird predator ass thought it was cool to rape 2 of his 16-year-old classmates. Not only raped them, but strangled them, damn near killed one of the girls. This nigga was facing 78 years in prison. Y'all want to know how much time he did in prison? Guess how many years? Butler pleaded no contest, and what was originally a 78-year sentence was changed after he was given youthful offender status. Now he will not face jail time if he meets requirements such as community service and attending counseling. So let me get this straight. You adultify our children, right? While simultaneously infantilizing your own. So a 14-year-old black kid walks into a little corner store, and they think he's stealing water. Let's say even if let's just entertain. Let's say he did steal the fucking water, nigga. Let's say he did fucking steal it. Are you gonna shoot? Are you telling me that it is just to shoot this black boy in his back over stealing a fucking bottle of water, but y'all let this bitch made ass little golden boy walk free after raping 2 children? I'm really trying not to say nothing that'll get me taken off this platform, bro. But at the same time, I almost don't even give a fuck. Cause somebody gotta say it. It's never ending, bro. No jail time for bus driver who raped 14-year-old girl. Judge sentences admitted rapist to probation. No jail time. Like, bruh, what the fuck? These bitch ass niggas are getting off every time. How the fuck these people call themselves men, bro? Just fucking big old lumps of nothing. The audacity of you to fucking assault a woman or a child like that and think you just got the right to live your fucking life and go on and move on and try to better your life. Man, fuck you. Go to hell, die slowly. Got another one. Baltimore County police officer convicted of rape, sentenced to home detention. Bro, what the fuck? And then look at this nigga, bro. Like, bro, it's always the niggas that look like they parents conceived them next to a microwave, bro. What, like, all these niggas look like fucking radiator babies. This one really pissed me the fuck off. GOP lawmaker, right? GOP lawmaker changes law to help relative facing child rape charges. Listen to this shit, y'all. This is how deep the corruption runs in America. Republican Utah State Senate President J. Stewart Adams used his power to change local law to help a family member facing charges of allegedly raping a 13-year-old. Adams' family member, an 18-year-old high school student, was arrested and looking at 4 first-degree felonies. Then Adams stepped in. Before Adams, 18-year-olds who had sex with 13-year-olds in Utah were treated like the adults they legally were and could face first-degree felony charges of rape. In Utah, anyone under the age of 14 cannot legally consent, which is fucking crazy that that age is already as low as it is. But, nigga, that's a different story for a different day. Adams successfully changed the law to allow 18-year-olds charged with child rape to be essentially tried as minors if they were enrolled in high school at the time of their fucking crime. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. Wow, bro. Wow. I don't even know how to respond to something like that. Like, you know, we know that there are like heinous people out there, but to do these things so unabashedly, so just publicly and unapologetically, bro, it is like it just taps into a different level of egregiousness, bro. Adam's family member was in high school, and although the law was not made retroactive, the 18-year-old still went from facing years in prison to accepting a plea deal for reduced charges and no jail time. Okay, so for those of y'all that don't know, basically what that means, if the law is not made retroactive, it means that anybody that was convicted, anybody that this law would have theoretically exonerated, if you were convicted before we put this law in place, you just shit out of luck, dog. Like, but if they do retroactivate the bill or law, whatever the case, then that's when those people who were convicted of said crimes in the past, then that's when these new laws can apply to those cases to hopefully get them exonerated from their charges, right? This law was not retroactive, yet the state bypassed that. Why? Because of the privilege that comes with being connected to rich and crooked whiteness. And listen, I know that felt like a lot of cases, but that is not even like a modicum of the tip of the iceberg, yo. I could make a 10-part movie series about this shit. And it's like the same thing I was talking about in my last video, bro. They can get away with fucking anything. They're going to continue to do this shit and they continuously get away with it. The reason why is because the justice system and the loopholes therein are designed specifically for these types of people. And they know when to use them. They know that these protections are in place for them. And they know that these laws really don't even apply to them. They don't have to fall within the parameters of what society deems acceptable. Why? Because at the end of the day, they just have a big enough dollar amount in their pocket that's going to bail them out of any amount of trouble. But what's the price for black people? I can tell you, if this justice system is what you hanging your hat on, the price for you is that you can expect to get fucked over every single time, bar none. So for the totality of this video, to put things into perspective, right? This is the same America has always been. Nothing's changed. And if you don't believe me, just look at what's been going on in the government recently. The rollbacks on DEI. They taking black history out of museums. They taking black history out of education curriculum. They gutted the Voting Rights Act. In Tennessee, all of their black lawmakers sit on the Democrat side of the House. Guess what the fuck they did in the House? Guess what the House Speaker did? Cameron Sexton decided he's going to suspend all Democrats from committees and subcommittees. So effectively, that just killed all black representation in Tennessee. And now they set the standard that it's okay for you to shoot a 14-year-old child in the back over a fucking bottle of water, man. This is America. But that's the latest. I done stacked up a myriad of facts for y'all. You can either choose to see the truth or keep the blinders on, man. I don't know. But I'll leave y'all with this. When it comes to snatching freedom from the jaws of oppression in this country, and I mean this especially for black people, rest in peace to the great and almighty Fred Hampton. If you ever think about me and you're not going to do a revolutionary act, then forget about me. Straight like that.